way it goes. Just the way it goes. Degrees.
Sadistic Penguin Studios presents It's Getting Drafty in Here.
Drafty old porno.
The show of drafting random nonsense.
I choose business ethics.
And now, coming to you from his basement, a.k.a. Draft Headquarters, your host and draft master, Magnificent Stan.
Hello, welcome to episode 20 of It's Getting Drafty in Here. I am your host, Magnificent Stan. Today is Tuesday, the 20th of June, 2023. Today's topic, we are going to be drafting sports movies. Little bit like the barbecue one we did last, where you have to fulfill categories. So we each have to draft one movie from baseball, one from football, one from basketball, hockey, golf, and then a miscellaneous sport. With me today, first of all, we have our buddy Sam Reeves from Ass. What's going on, pal?
Hello, everybody, and I'm doing well, Brian. How are you doing tonight?
I'm fantastic. Are you ready to draft that movie with the gorilla playing baseball? Was that Dunstan?
Dunstan, oh, maybe.
Dunstan checks in. That's MVP, isn't it? MVP or volleyball primate?
Weren't there like 17 Dunstan movies? I don't know.
I know it's Joey from Friends in one of them.
Hell yeah.
That was his peak as an actor. Also joining me today, we got two penguins. First of all, we got Tony, aka the Sugar Baggy from Hook Up on Music. What's going on, pal?
What is going on? How you doing?
I'm great. I had a freaking blast on your show with you and CPG last week. That was such a good time.
That was a really good time. I'm excited for tonight. I don't know which way I'm going to go yet. It's going to get nuts. It's going to get really crazy.
And if people don't know, Tony is not only a hardcore music buff, he's also a hardcore movie buff. So definitely pretty well versed in movies, good and bad.
Switch hitter. Yep.
He's also just buff.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. Look at that.
I was just making fun of myself in the living room 2 seconds ago. Calling myself Noodle Boy, just like our left fielder. But that's another story.
Hey.
And our cleanup hitter tonight, we got from the Yumper and Sugar show, one of the founders of Sadistic Penguin Studios. We have our dude Yumper. What's going on, bro?
What's up, guys? Really happy to be on this. Very excited about this one.
We need to permanently put that random Ultimate Warrior scream into our StreamYard here because that's
totally
fantastic. We need to add many more sound effects. But all right, so this is one of the rare drafts where your boy Brian here has the number one pick.
Rigged.
I totally rigged the shit out of it. This is only the second time I've had the number one pick, and honestly, I can't even remember the other one that I had the first pick in. I don't win, so who cares? After tonight, it'll be a 5% win rate because I only won one, and this is 20, so it's 5%. But all right, I'm gonna go ahead. I feel like there are not a lot of options for two of these categories, meaning golf and hockey. So I'm gonna go ahead and get. I'm gonna go get my golf one out of the way. This is pretty much my favorite comedy movie of all time. Top like maybe 2 or 3. I'm gonna go Caddyshack.
Good pick. Yep.
As you can see by my name tonight, my moniker here says Drafty Pod's Billy Baru, which is the the putter that Judge Smales uses at the end of the movie to not win. But yeah, it's the perfect cast. Harold Ramis did a freaking amazing job on that, just managing all the crazy stoned drunk kids and also making sure that Chevy and Bill Murray didn't murder each other. So for sure, I wouldn't say it's my ultimate favorite sports movie of all time. It's up there, but considering the circumstances, I'm going with the draft route of playing it smart and picking from the small pool to kind of dick you guys over a little bit. So
it's a good pick. Excellent.
Very good pick.
There we go.
It's the first time Rodney was in a movie, like a big time movie.
We're all gonna get laid.
It makes it more funny is right before, just about 10 minutes ago, I was thinking boxing was our fifth category, and I've been telling myself the boxing, and then, but though you know me, I came up with 4 golf movies really quickly off the top of my head.
And you're just jumping to draft Gladiator. That
is a great movie.
Not Russell Crowe Gladiator, but rather Brian Dennehy, Cuba Gooding Jr. Gladiator.
Yeah.
Awesome movie. That's shot in Chicago. James Marshall, bro. Respect.
I think you guys have discussed it on your pod like 8 times, and I laugh every time because I've seen that movie like 320
Oh, dude,
times.
I own that movie. Whenever it's on, I watch it. Dude, it's Cuba Gooding. No.
Okay.
It's not her. It's some other girl. I can't
Thinking of
think of her
somebody
name.
else. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there we go. Out of the way, we got the golf. So, Tony.
Well, I'm going the other way. I'm going to go into probably the most popular category here, and that's baseball. And I'm going to take Moneyball.
Okay.
I like
perfectly acceptable selection there. Most people consider Moneyball to be either the best sports movie or the best baseball movie of all time.
And that's kind of pretty much why I picked it, because honestly, hated this movie until about a year ago. And then I don't know what happened, man, but the movie grabbed me, and honestly, it's an amazing movie.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely looks into pretty much what is going on in a lot of baseball now. Excellent performances across the board by everybody. Definitely gets to show you a side that I don't think a lot of people even know about baseball.
Right.
Sometimes, a lot of that ignorant turning away from some of the stuff going on. And I think, honestly, this movie is really great.
Excellent. Well, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what was wrong with Moneyball.
Mm-hmm. Here we go.
So we get this Oakland A's team, okay?
I already know what he's going to say.
He knows what I'm going to say, and it's the fact that they had 3 of the best pitchers in baseball, and they were never even – you didn't even see their freaking names the entire movie.
So really, like, you were really dying to see Mark Mulders or
Barry Zito,
Rich Harden,
or Tim Hudson's head, gleaming in his car in the middle.
There was that was one of the best pitching staffs that we've seen the last 30 years. And they don't even mention it.
Quasimodo predicted all this.
See, Quasimodo did predict all this. You're absolutely right.
But I really, what would they have added to the storyline of Moneyball?
It's Moneyball 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
Well, they kind of Hollywooded it up because they made it seem like they had this ragtag team.
Right.
They came together. Sabermetrics.
Well, I mean, for the majority of all movies, I mean, I'm not
bashing the movie. I'm just being
I know, but the Hollywood up thing that's a pretty easy thing you can say about, later we're which is really the movie I wanted to pick, but you're going to pick it later for a little bit of a different segment when we get crazy, when you bring up a different baseball movie. That's actually my favorite.
See,
baseball movie.
that's what I was hoping you were going to
really open up the door for that. But
that's what I wanted. When you said I'm going to go baseball, I'm like, Take it. You guys will find out later.
What I want is I'm trying to be a little bit more well-rounded on this list. I didn't want to get started with when you said number 2. I didn't want to start with a huge battle off the bat.
Well, that last episode we got into a fight like 4 minutes in where someone quit. So, you're definitely not gonna out Jason this podcast as we say. But yeah, Moneyball's great. I'm totally dicking around with the pitcher thing.
No, and you're absolutely right. Those guys definitely were huge that season, and it is odd they're not brought up in the movie. You know what I mean? But
it's what it is, right?
And I really don't think Philip Seymour Hoffman looks a whole lot like
He was great in that, though.
He was.
He's such a
He was.
curmudgeon. I
That's
love
great
him.
in
definitely
everything.
Hollywood eyes, but yeah,
David
I agree.
Justice.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's go pick 3. Samuel.
Oh, that's me. So I literally had Moneyball written down, then in parentheses went LOL, no chance. So I kind of knew that was coming. I'm not gonna pick baseball because I'm gonna pick basketball and the greatest sports movie of all time, Space Jam.
Ooh,
Ooh,
It's a good
that's a
pick.
curve. Yeah.
Aldi. Yeah.
Oh
straight
yeah,
up. Which one? Part 1 or 2?
the only one that mattered.
So 2 then.
Yes.
We're gonna Larry this draft. You can only pick sports sequels.
Oh God. Yeah, I want the one with LeJean Brahms.
The John Ray LeBald.
Lebald.
No, I love Space Jam. Michael Jordan should have won an Oscar. I mean,
Definitely.
could have had a different kind of EGOT going.
Wayne Newman. What's his name? Wayne Knight.
Wayne
Wayne
Knight.
Knight.
Newman.
yeah.
Newman.
Newman was Wayne Knight. Yeah.
I mean, Larry Bird was
Bill
gold
Murray's
in it, too.
fantastic in it too. Yeah.
Yeah. But your brother always quote
It's
when
like,
he's
whoa! I don't play defense.
Yeah, when he's like when Wayne Knight's like, I'm not very good. I'm not very tall, but I'm slow. It's a good pick.
Right.
Sam.
That is a good pick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see
Love
that
Space Jam.
in any of you guys see that in the movie theater?
Yes,
I
I actually
did.
saw that in the movie theater. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I did as well. Yeah.
I saw that with my brother and my
Thanksgiving
cousin.
weekend. Yep. Gurney Mills, I believe I saw.
Gurney Mills. Oh man,
Right
Just
up by
go
me,
back forever.
man.
Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know he was really cool.
Yeah, he's up in the middle of nowhere. All right.
We'll meet at the Rainforest Cafe if it's still open.
oh my goodness.
I don't think it is.
I don't think it is either. No, it's
They,
not.
they burned it. They burned down the rainforest.
It's got some like game thing in there.
Just wish they had Tito Francona as a
Yeah, because
cameo.
Francona was that's a good point, Sean.
Mm.
Francona was the manager of the Birmingham Barons when Jordan was there.
Yeah.
Another failed promotion that could have happened with Terry Francona, who's what two or three World Series.
He
Yeah.
he's won. Yeah, he's lost the last one he went to, but yeah, he's won 2 of 3.
Why does it always come back to them?
We got Pedro Grafal. It's okay.
We're all good.
All right, Yumpy.
All right. So you were smart going with golf because it's a difficult area, and I'm not picking Legend of Bagger Vance because I hate Will Smith. So I am gonna go with Happy Gilmore as my golf pick.
Yeah,
One of the greatest villains
That's-
ever.
You
is
could have
Shooter
picked
McGavin.
it. You could have picked it as hockey as well.
an
Yes.
amazing pick.
I actually have a list from someone that I'll present later that picked it both as their favorite golf and hockey movie.
He did once take off his skate and try to stab a guy. He's in the record books for that.
only one ever do that.
I wanna kiss you all.
And over again.
Feel the necrosis.
That movie's so great, dude. I could turn it on and watch it now. Like,
Oh yeah.
it still holds up. And then for my second choice, this is kind of I was gonna go football, but I think I could hold on to it. I'll go baseball, and I'll go 8 Men Out, which is by far my favorite baseball movie. With everybody's favorite Chicagoan, John Cusack.
I
Everybody's
did not
favorite
have that one on my list.
Chicagoan. What's the John C. McGinn? What's the guy from Frasier?
John C.
Uh,
Riley?
John
No,
McGinn.
John-
What's
John C.
What's that?
McGinley.
John
Yeah.
C. Yeah.
everybody's
he's-
favorite Chicagoan?
I met that man.
He's awesome.
Did you?
So nice. Yeah, I met him at a Sox game.
You know, you talk about Hollywood. Charlie Sheen, a baseball player. I'm just
Yes.
kidding. No, it's a classic. I love that movie.
It's got so many good actors in it.
Yeah.
Amazing actor.
Tim
DB
Strain,
Sweeney.
Strain's in there.
I wouldn't mention him as the best, but he's good. DB Sweeney.
Yeah.
Yeah, DB Sweeney's really good. It's but I mean,
Christopher Lloyd.
not that hard to play a
David
moron, you know.
Stratton as Eddie Seacock. I mean, he
Mhm.
does.
Yeah,
amazing
he was good. He was real. That guy's an underrated actor in general.
Very
He's
Extremely.
very
he
good
was,
in everything.
Good Night, Good Luck is a really good movie with him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Michael Rooker is the first baseman.
A river
Chicago.
runs through it. No, not a river. What's the one with Meryl Streep and they're trying to?
Oh yes, a River
got-
Wild.
A River
A
Wild.
I love that.
Gets
movie.
kidnapped by Kevin Bacon.
Yes, and John C. Riley's on the boat too.
Yes,
and,
he
yeah,
is.
good stuff.
That's a good movie.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, 8 Men Out's on my list. It's towards the top, so definitely was in consideration for baseball as well.
That's good. Great pick.
Yeah, good stuff. Charlie Comiskey's a prick.
You never played for Charlie Comiskey.
I remember when they changed the name the first time to U.S. Cellular, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, it needs to be Comiskey Park." It's like Charles Comiskey was a big piece of crap. Like why? Like why do you want to stick around and commemorate like a total piece of shit? Like, is that your prerogative? Do you want to do that? Okay. All right, Sam.
All right. I'm gonna go another new category. I'm gonna go hockey.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna go with Miracle.
Oh, that's a good movie too. My man Kurt Russell.
That is
Kurt Russell's Herb Brooks, fantastic.
great movie.
Patricia Clarkson as his wife, fantastic.
I need to watch it again. I watched it when it came out, and I think I actually saw it at the theater. And I liked it. I have never seen it a second time. You know what I mean? Like you have that second watch where you really kind of fall in love with the movie sometimes. You know,
It'll make you want to sign up for the military. And
I want
fight
to do
for
my
your
hair
country.
like
Was that
do my hair like Kurt
subliminal
Russell.
message?
it's like that. That's Simpsons episode.
I'm recruiting.
Join the Navy.
You'll get a car.
Kurt Russell's hair is great in that movie.
Well, Shankster, and actually in 8 Men Out, they actually threw the World Series on purpose. So I guess it's not really bringing them down.
That's a good point. Okay.
All right. So I
Let's keep
guess since golf seems to be the one that happens to be pretty big, and I'm going to take Tin Cup.
Ooh, it was between Happy Gilmore and Tin Cup for me, but
Those were the two for me too. Tin Cup, though, for me, it's pretty much. I went to college, and my roommates were huge golf fans, and immediately I went in there, and I'm like, "Man, I'll tell you about a golf movie, Caddyshack," and they're like, "That's kind of like not really a golf movie," and I'm like, "It's a golf movie to me," and I didn't play. So then, like after watching like Tin Cup and Legend of Bagger Vance and stuff like that, and then starting to play with them, I realized that Caddyshack's my favorite. Happy Gilmore's my favorite, but Tin Cup really, really looks good into the sport and deep into, showed me something different about that. And hilarious too. Cheech Marin, Don Johnson.
Don Johnson, yeah. Yeah, Don
They're
Johnson.
they're back and forth. Kevin Costner,
Rene Russo.
Rene Russo, yes. Awesome.
All
Yeah.
right. Anything else about Tin Cup?
No,
I'll be honest with you. Never seen it.
I knew you didn't see it because you weren't talking about it.
I'm sure I will at some point in my life, but I've
actually, honestly, it's a lot more hardcore than you would make it out to be. Like, there's a lot of dirty jokes and stuff like that. It's good. It's
I watched it
better than I thought it was going to be.
I watched it a long time ago, and I don't really remember much of it. But
it's funny with all the people that go golfing all the time. Sam, you're one of those people.
I
That
am
golfs
one
a lot.
of those people.
Those like groups of people, and I know you're probably not part of that, but like groups of people that just they go golfing because they want to drink. And like,
No.
I'm just surprised they never made a movie about that culture. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's there. Like there's a market for it.
I'm sure Barstool will make that.
Right. I was
movie.
about to tie Barstool. That's so funny. But yeah, I'm sure that I'm sure that type of movie should be, like where they, like they go golfing and they drink too much and they end up killing a hooker or something.
That sounds like a what do you call the guys who made Super Troopers? That sounds like a movie they'll make.
The Hangover 4.
I'm a big fan of Rene Russo too, and she's pretty good in Tin Cup.
Absolutely, Rene Russo's good in everything.
Yeah, that movie. From what I was reading, like Cheech Marin, he never played golf until he started in that movie, and now he's like an avid golfer because of that movie.
And honestly, if you like Cheech and From Dusk Till Dawn, he's equally as hilarious in this movie.
Oh yeah,
He's awesome.
Cheech is the best. All right, I'm gonna get my hockey out of the way. I bet you guys are thinking I'm picking something special, but I'm gonna go with another really, really ridiculous comedy. Another one of my favorite comedy movies of all time, and that's Slapshot with Paul Newman.
Yes, it's a good pick.
That movie is so damn funny. The dialogue in it with the Ned Braden's wife is like a total like just drunk asshole. And Paul Newman is like such a prick. He like plays everybody off of each other. He keeps lying to everybody. Like he's just like total scam artist. Just a scum. He's basically a scumbag in that movie, but just hilarious.
Very good at playing a scumbag.
Yeah, he is. He is really good at playing. Yeah, or was really good at playing someone that takes advantage of everybody. You know.
No, he just makes salad dressing.
Oh, good salad dressing though. You ever have his frozen pizza? It's pretty damn good.
No, I never had his frozen pizza.
It's pretty good.
Who's
all right? Pizza? Paul Newman. Hi, Jackie. Welcome to the show.
Keep making progress.
For hockey, I really would like to have picked Sudden Death, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh my God, I was thinking about that, Tony.
I have a fourth. So I made lists. I made my lists are like 10 deep for baseball, football, basketball, and the miscellaneous. But I only did like 4 or 5 for basketball or for hockey and golf. And my extra hockey one, we'll talk about for a minute because it's so deliciously terrible. I actually talked to our buddy Shankster about it today. So okay, I'm gonna go with my next pick. I am gonna pull off of the comedies for a minute here, and I'm gonna go with my football pick, and I'm gonna go Remember the Titans.
Great pick.
Nice.
Great pick.
I spelled remember wrong twice.
You can't remember how to spell remember?
It's a great movie from top to bottom. Really well cast, really well acted, just done beautifully. Did a really good job of portraying like what everybody had to go through on both sides of that. Even people like the defensive coordinator lost his job because of segregation, but still made the best of it and did something tremendous. And he ended up being a head coach a few years later in real life and was like one of the most successful high school football coaches of all time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like the whole movie is they come together in the middle of just horrible circumstance and in a horrible region of the country during that time. So, yeah,
movie holds up. I mean, I watched it recently, like 2 weeks ago, for the first time in a long time, and honestly, all the actors, it honestly really, really good movie. It's.
And Turk from Scrubs is in it. Come on.
Petey.
I'll save some of my harsher comments to make sure nobody picks some of these other football movies I don't want to make fun of yet. Football, I'll stay on the same thing and I'll pick football too.
Okay.
And I will go with probably what I would deem the most ridiculous high school coaching performance ever caught on film. And that is Varsity Blues with John Voight.
Bud Kilmer, man, come on.
Ridiculously awesome as just a bad, not a good man.
For being like the first movie MTV ever produced is actually pretty damn good.
Yeah. I don't want your laugh.
That's the line. I didn't want to do it right there, but that, as you stated, and also just really it's lasted, man. I mean, there's other movies I could have picked that I probably but this movie, it lasts, it's good, it's solid. You get to see Paul Walker,
Oh yeah, Paul Walker's like
Lance
quarterback gets hurt. Yeah. That's funny. I saw an Instagram of what's Dawson's name? James Vanderbeek getting his Father's Day present. That guy looks phenomenal for being like 48 years old or whatever. He's like absolutely ripped. I was laughing my ass off watching this video of him getting a present from like his 3-year-old.
But John Voight, though, good job. And as you said, one of the first movies like those 90s teen movies, man, they some of them seem to last more than others, you know, kind of like Remember the Titans, a little bit flipped, not as serious as Remember the Titans at all. It's like Billy Bob, especially the way they treat Billy Bob.
And then they use that same character in Not Another Teen Movie. Except he's Reggie Ray instead of Billy Bob.
I should have picked that movie. Now that's a classic.
Now, more over-the-top John Voight performance, Varsity Blues or Anaconda?
That's what makes me like Varsity Blues is Anaconda.
Are you sure? I mean,
dude, he plays a guy named Cerrone. Cerrone.
Like Anaconda is the sequel to Varsity Blues. You know that, right? After he loses the high school gig, he goes out to catching snakes.
Dude, me and my brother made that joke. Like, he got fired, so he went to go hunt snakes in the Amazon.
He's such a piece of crap too as a human being, but
really not good.
Baby bird.
Baby bird.
He has 5 different accents in Anaconda. If you sit down and listen to him, he doesn't stick to the same one throughout the whole movie. But hey, you know that cast? Is that a sports movie considering?
Caitlin, I made a joke on the Bumcast last night that Jason could have selected shit sandwich as part of his barbecue. So, yes, Not Another Teen Movie can be a sports movie if you think it's a sports movie.
The one rule: there are no rules.
Right. That's where we're at here. Well, yeah, good pick, Tony. I love Varsity Blues. It's one of those movies that, like, if it's on, you're like, ooh, Varsity Blues. Like, I'll just sit here and watch. And like the little brother that keeps changing his religion.
Oh yeah,
shit cracks me up, man.
I just like some of those jokes, though. Not Another Teen Movie, though, where he goes in the basement and she's drawing, and he's like, "Is that a picture?" And she's like, "Yeah, it's of me." And he's like, "Oh, it has your eyes."
It's just like a stick
figure with eyes.
Yeah.
Those are my kind of humor. I love that. Had to bring that up.
All right, Sam.
All right.
Our buddy Tina says you're off to a hot start, so let's keep that going.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go miscellaneous. And I'm going to take basketball.
Nice. That's a good one.
It's a good pick.
Was waiting.
Corey Silv said Women of the Year.
If you guys make fun of me 50 times, I'm out of here.
Yeah. Cup's not bad. That's where the dog sleeps. You sleep in this box over here.
The banter between Jenny McCarthy and like the evil owner is just the best. She's like, what did she does? She strips the chrome off of his hitch or whatever.
He needs somebody to put down some carpet, lay down some carpet, and she's laying down carpet.
And she's using the tacker in the corner.
The part that cracks me up is when they show like their fucking like posters, and it says "Squeak Little Bitch."
And there's the part where they're like they keep spinning the camera angle, and every time you spin, you see like one of their cocks flying around.
They're gigantic.
Oh man, that was a good pick, Sam.
Thank you, Sam.
Yeah, that was really good. So for basketball, I have 2 choices for basketball, but I think I would just go. It doesn't really matter which one you pick. There's a bunch of good movies out there. I'm gonna go with White Men Can't Jump, the original White Men Can't Jump, for my basketball movie.
Well, you guys have taken my 1 and 2 for basketball, so
there's an original.
Yeah, Lucky Spag has tried to make me watch the remake. I have not watched it. Like, I don't know. I just can't wrap my head around the remake.
If we added you, it would be 5 of the greatest people on the planet, Roxy.
You're awesome, Roxy. Yeah, White Man Can't Jump, the original is the best. The chemistry between Willie Harrelson and Wesley Snipes is great, even though Wesley Snipes is a horrible athlete, which is hilarious. I think it's awesome. And Rosie Perez, too.
We go in Sizzler. We go in Sizzler.
Kadeem Harrison's in there, too.
Kadeem Harrison, yeah. And then the two guys that are trying to get his debt, and then they finally catch him and he pays them, and they make him take pictures of him dead at the end. That part always cracks me up.
The fake blood,
the fake blood coming out of his mouth. That
part's funny too.
It's a good movie.
So,
Really
so I got what? Football, hockey, and miscellaneous. I can hold off on hockey, I guess. But let's go. I'll go football. I'll go with a movie that is more serious than anything in terms of football. But has a great speech in it from a guy who yells a lot. That's Any Given Sunday.
Wah!
Yeah.
Ow! Pacino!
I watched it. Actually watched Any Given Sunday a few days ago. Holds up. Oliver Stone's a freaking lunatic.
I'm a cocaine addict, but
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys remember this show called it was on ESPN.
Playmakers.
Playmakers. This is like
Yes.
precursor to Playmakers.
I have it on DVD. It's so deliciously terrible.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
over the top.
Yes. That was great.
Like everybody's either smoking crack or having sex with prostitutes every week. Because that's really how the NFL works. It's basically the life story of Michael Irvin.
Yeah. Yes. Michael Irvin's a funny guy if you listen to him talk about like just playing the game. He's hilarious.
I remember when that came out. The NFL actually, after the first season, from what I understand, the NFL threatened to pull their contract with ESPN if they didn't get rid of that show.
Yeah, that's why I canceled it. It's because of that. Yeah. But Any Given Sunday has like all-star cast: Cameron Diaz, Al Pacino, Jamie Foxx is Billy Beeman, who does the Billy Beeman song. James Woods in it.
James Woods, yeah. Dennis Quaid.
Dennis Quaid is the quarterback.
LL Cool J, Lawrence Taylor, Jim Brown. Like, yeah, just a fantastic.
Yeah, that's when they said that Jamie Foxx and LL Cool J got into a fight because LL Cool J really thought he was a superstar running back.
I wouldn't be surprised. That's funny as hell.
Nice.
Yes, Roxy, I did buy the Jason Benetti hat. We got to run up those numbers, people. If you haven't gone to White Sox charities, go buy the Jason Benetti hat because Steve Stone can't win.
I don't think he will.
No, he was down. And I hope he doesn't. We should enjoy the ride, though. At the end of the day,
Yeah,
all that matters. All right. I actually, to be honest with you, with the football, I had trouble making my list. This is those three picks so far are towards the top. I think I had one more on there, but football was a little harder than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah,
Golf was the hardest one for me because I don't really watch a lot of golf movies.
Right. Well, it's a good thing you got Happy Gilmore. All right. Samuel.
Well, I'm going to go with baseball. And I have this baseball in my hand. I don't know if that's going to be clear enough.
Oh, nice.
It says, avoid the clap, Jimmy Dugan.
Good one.
A League of Their
That's a
Own.
great one too.
Ooh,
That's
that's
good
a really
advice.
one. That's a good one.
So Caitlin and her dad went on a road trip a few years back and went to the field out there in Indiana to where the Rockford Peaches had their home field, and they found a ball, and her dad wrote on this. Avoid the clap, Jimmy Dugan.
That's awesome.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
It's even funnier because I've actually met Caitlin's dad. So
you
Yeah.
have.
Makes the story go full around.
yeah, no, that's a phenomenal movie.
Great movie. Gina Davis is fantastic.
Lori Petty,
Lori Petty's great.
So
Rosie
this,
O'Donnell, Madonna.
the scene where he's showing or like he goes to Mr. Harvey's house to talk to him about being the baseball coach, where Tom Hanks goes. That is actually in Wheaton. It's Cantini in Wheaton. That park there. That's where they filmed that.
Oh, nice. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they filmed a bunch of stuff in Chicago. I mean, obviously the tryouts were at Wrigley.
Regularly, yeah.
Harvey Field. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh,
God.
trademark.
Yeah, you know who makes that movie for me is John Lovitz.
John Lovitz is fantastic.
He's like, sir, your leg. You like it?
It's another movie with David Strathairn in there as
Yep.
the guy who helps Harvey.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
He's fantastic in it too.
Really good.
Marla Hooch. What a
What
hitter.
a hitter.
What a hitter. Girls playing baseball.
So wait. So I gotta ask you a question. This is a question that I've been asked before. Did Dottie drop the ball on purpose?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't think so.
Hey, fun fact. Guess who was supposed to play Madonna's character in that movie?
Who?
Giolito's
Ooh.
mom.
Lucas Giolito's mom.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Was she really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was cast and she dropped out, and that's when they got Madonna.
I hate to admit it, but we used to turn pickle tickle.
Yeah,
ever
when he leaves, he's like, "Yeah, well, gotta get home and give the wife an old pickle tickle." It's like, see you guys later.
It's awesome.
Jackie's like, no, that got highlighted.
Great movie.
Yeah, Jackie. Let's do it again. Hang on. There we go. All right, Tony, what do you got next?
Oh,
buddy?
he's pressing pickle.
All right, I will go back to basketball, and I'll pick one of another favorite ridiculous '90s basketball movie with a ridiculous head coach. This time, Nick Nolte is playing the head coach.
Oh my God!
And that is Blue Chips.
That was my second pick, Tony. That's what between White Man Can't Jump on that one.
I watched you too. It was like we were pitching, and I was like, I know you got it right there. I mean, you went White Man Can't Jump, but both great. White Man Can't Jump's a good pick. Blue Chips. When he kicks that basketball up into the stadium,
Bobby Knight style, baby.
Yeah, it's
that's basically who he's. Isn't that who he's portraying? Pretty much like over the top Bobby Knight plus like maybe like like he had a little bit of a soul. So like,
they're playing to the lore of Bobby Knight.
Yeah,
just the way like Shaquille O'Neal in the movie acts and stuff like that. It's over the top, ridiculousness of good. It's good. You know, I like it. I think Nick Nolte does a good job as a coach. I don't think you're gonna pick it, but I like it better than like a Hoosiers.
Definitely.
You know, but is that what you're picking? Did I just give your pick away?
No.
Okay. No, that's
but when I was a basketball prodigy, they gave my dad a tractor and some money. So
I'll say I really want to come
Jackie,
here.
you're giving away my pick, man.
Oh, Jackie, that was another one. That was my third pick for one of my. I was totally because Tony's wearing a jersey right now.
Teen Wolf.
Oh shit!
Gotta go Teen Wolf.
Yeah,
I got Sandlot on.
Story behind that jersey. I actually bought that for myself, and it didn't fit. So I was like, Tony, you want a Scotty? What's it?
Greatest gift I've ever gotten. Thank you.
Styles, man.
Yes.
No, Styles was his buddy.
No, Styles is, but yeah, he's hilarious. Styles.
Oh, okay. I asked what is his
Howard
last name?
Scott
Howard. That's what it is. Okay.
Dude, in that movie, if you watch at the end, for some reason, my brother pointed this out. When they win the game, there's some guy who stands up with his pants open. Like he's unzipped completely. It's like right behind, like it's not like a side shot. It's like right in the center shot. He stands up and I'm like, what the fuck?
My favorite part. My favorite part about Teen Wolf is when at the end when he's himself and he's playing in the game. Michael J. Fox has no athletic ability whatsoever.
Oh.
He's like shooting the ball like my dad, you know.
And like
the one arm push.
Yeah, like the one arm push. Yeah, exactly. Oh man. I would be lying to you if I said it wasn't on my list, but it is. But I'm not gonna pick it. I am gonna go basketball here. I'm gonna take something new.
Oh, that was a good. That was.
I'm gonna go with Air.
That's a good pick.
I know Swole took that if he was here.
Yes, Svo already voted for me right now, just based on that. So, if you haven't seen that movie yet, it's fantastic. Oh, fucked up my microphone here. I don't think that all of it's true or even remotely true. But I think that he went with Nike because they gave him the most money, and that was it. But
no, he really wanted to go with the D. He talked about it in The Last Dance a little bit too.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought it was a great movie. It was really well done. Directed really, really well. But yeah,
Matt Damon.
I forgot to add Bud to Air. Thank you, Roxy. No, I didn't take Air Bud. I'm sure we'll talk about Air Bud in a minute, but I didn't take Air Bud. So going next with my, I'm going to go with my miscellaneous because obviously baseball's already checked out, so I can pick whatever I want. I'm going to go with, I'm going to go back on the silly train with Slapshot and Caddyshack, and I'm going to go with Dodgeball.
Nice.
Great movie. Oh, it makes me believe my own blood.
Very nice. That's
Nobody dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
It's got Justin Long in there.
Man. Yeah, it's and we talked about that a lot. We talked about Dodgeball forever on the comedy movie villain episode because I mean White's one of the best of all time.
Yep.
And I honestly I'm not a big Vince Vaughn guy, but yeah, that whole movie was very well casted.
Justin
he was
Long
perfect.
was great in that movie.
Justin Long is wonderful. The pirate guy is so good.
Oh, Steve the Pirate, yeah.
Yeah.
The best player thinks he's a pirate.
That's classic. Would Heavyweights count as a sports movie or
they do a triathlon? Don't they?
They do.
And that's
because pretty much Ben Stiller plays pretty much the same character.
Yeah, I got shit for that on our draft because I took Tony Perkins, who's the original White Goodman. And they're like, oh, get out of here! Like it's the same guy.
It is.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I will always agree with you on that one.
Oh my god, this pick, Maloney, like American. He thought outside the box for that one.
A little bit. Okay, Tony, what you got here? You got two categories left.
I'm gonna go hockey, considering there's not really much left to pick here, and I'm gonna go the Mighty Ducks since you picked it for our fantastic poster. And well,
now Mighty Ducks 2 or Mighty Ducks?
The original?
Mighty Ducks 2.
Yeah,
you're not gonna pick
correct him, asshole.
You're not picking the knuckle puck? What the fuck, man?
I'm picking part 2 because
D2,
my friend had this soundtrack, and man, it's also a connection to music because man, this is kind of my introduction to Queen was on the soundtrack, man. The We Will Rock You / We Are the Champions. Come on, man.
Brian,
Mighty Ducks too.
Sold me out there. I was hoping he was gonna say just Mighty Ducks. And I was like, okay.
No, I'm sorry.
You actually took D2?
Yes.
Oh Lord.
Hell yeah. The dude from Iceland with the slick back hair. Like, why does he have slick back hair?
Wolf the Dennis.
And why do we portray people from Iceland as fucking evil? Like
robotic evil people.
What the fuck? Iceland is a nice country. What the hell?
Also, the writing in there is like ridiculous too because they're like they're unbeatable, and then all of a sudden they have this loss. They miraculously lost off screen.
Emilio Estevez basically becomes Pat Riley in that movie.
Yeah, see, and then he slicks his hair back too.
Yeah,
and he tries to become the other coach.
Right.
Coach Bombay, man.
Then he gets slashed again.
You gotta pick something with Emilio. This draft has to have some Emilio in it, man.
D2 is great. I love that.
It's a great movie.
His next pick, since he said it, we need Emilio. He's gonna try to pick Men at Work.
Great movie.
Garbage Men. I mean, they're very competitive.
They bowl in that movie. They bowl in that movie.
They do go bowling. Yeah.
They do go bowling. Now we're bringing up all this stuff in my head. Now I can pick for the last one. All right, Sam.
I mean,
Caitlin made your pick for you, I think.
What did she say now?
Oh, Caitlin's throwing out my miscellaneouses, man.
Caitlin, I have it on my list. I have Little Giants, but it's way at the bottom.
The icebox, man.
That's my dump list.
I'm not going to do my football pick yet, but I am going to fail my golf category, and that is The Greatest Game Ever Played. Okay. Starring Shia LaBeouf and Stephen Delane.
Shia LaBeouf.
Fantastic movie. If you've not seen it, it's great. It's on Disney Plus.
Never seen it.
I watched it once. I thought, yeah, it was good. From what I remember of it, it was really good.
It covers the 1913 U.S. Open between Harry Vardon and Francis Ouimet, who's an amateur golfer, and Harry Vardon's a multi-time winner. And it's just like all these angry Americans that Europeans are on their soil winning their titles.
There's a better movie than than The Big Green out there, baloney, for the soccer category.
That's true.
No, I've never seen it, Sam. Like I will. Is it on Disney Plus? I'll watch it.
It is on Disney Plus.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll watch it too. I'll watch it. I've never seen it.
Young Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf.
Before he went weird.
He was always
Disturbia is a
weird,
good
man.
movie. I like him in Disturbia.
That's one
He
of
just played the
Caitlin's
Saint
favorites.
recently.
What was the first Project Greenlight movie that was like his first movie? Battle of Shaker Heights. That's a really, really, really good movie.
Holes.
Holes.
Holes is
is a
good.
great
That's
movie.
a good
Yeah.
movie. That's a really good movie.
Stanley Yelnats, man.
Yeah.
He's done a lot
Really
of good
good
stuff.
job.
I feel like Shia LaBeouf is going to come back once he, I don't know. Gets
I don't know, man. He
lobotomy
just
or
did
something.
a big time movie like about Padre Pio, and it's fucking horrible. I tried watching it. It's bad, brutal.
All right. Well, Yumper, what's your last two here?
Oh man.
He's like, I don't know hockey movies.
No. Tony stole my thunder with the hockey movie.
I really wanted to be honest with you. If I wanted to bring like to do what they did last week and started something, I could have went Happy Gilmore because he brought up the hockey slash.
You could
golf
have. That
thing.
would have been.
And
I
then,
would
you know
I
what,
would have.
but I didn't want. I didn't
cool
want
with
him to
that.
be going. I picked that, and then we got
No.
another
I wouldn't do
episode.
like that. This is a fun draft. Like I'm not Jason. I might
I'm
quit. Now.
busted around.
I'm a hockey player. What team do you play for? Easy.
My goodness. For miscellaneous, I'm going to go with Kingpin.
Nice.
That's beautiful, man. I love how we're all picking just silly ass movies for miscellaneous. Like that's King. I fucking love Kingpin.
Yeah, great movie. Bill Murray, of course, awesome in it. Jeff Daniels, awesome in it. It's just a great movie.
We always say Ern McCracken lines at work all the time. Like people are walking by, like, "Hey, when you come back here, why don't you make sure that perfume's going?" Or whatever that line is.
Yeah, yeah, it's just great, and my favorite part's when Bill Murray when he's bowling and his hair just fucking gets like more wild every time.
That's basically what my hair would look like if I took my hat off right now.
It's a great movie.
Man. That whole scene where he's in the restaurant with Woody Harrelson and he's just teaching him things, and he like looks over at the other table and he goes, "Hi," and the girl looks up, he goes, "Not you. Hi." Yeah, that's on my list of favorite comedies of all time, and honestly, I didn't have it on my list, and I am fucking jealous. So, I think I'm gonna vote for you, Yumper.
So for my hockey movie, since there's not really a lot, like the reason I held off on this because I was hoping Mighty Ducks would still fall to me. I could go with the original, but I'm not gonna do that. Is this movie's not really well known, but it's actually really pretty good. It's called Goon with Sean.
I love Goon. That was on my
Goon's
list.
hilarious.
That's what I was gonna pick.
Okay, thank
So
God
you
people know that.
you picked something that actually probably if we were hanging out, I would much rather enjoy watching.
I love that
It's
movie.
great
Goon,
movie.
starring Stifler.
Amazing,
Stifler, yeah.
amazing.
As
movie.
like a nice Canadian dude who's really good at beating the shit out of people.
Oh yeah, he was great movie.
Yeah, I listened to Parkinson Spiegel, and they had Kim Coates on. You know, Kim Coates is the coach, plays the coach,
Kim
and
Coates.
he's like a really big like hockey guy, and he
Yeah.
said that Sean William Scott was like the shittiest skater.
Yeah.
He said his stunt double should have got the Academy Award for how bad he was skating.
Oh, that's fantastic.
That's awesome.
That makes it so much better.
I need to watch it again because I don't really remember it. But
So
I remember laughing my ass off, but I
Jay
don't remember.
Baruchel's in it.
Yeah,
Oh my
Barrett's
god.
in it. Eugene Levy's in it. Liv Schreiber's in it.
Oh yeah, Liv Schreiber.
Wait, is Blaze of Glory it's not a hockey movie though. It's a
Figure
Olympics
skating.
movie. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
figure
that would
skating
be
movie.
that would fall under. That's actually on my miscellaneous list.
Mm-mm.
Probably gave Tony some ideas. Tony still needs his miscellaneous, but
Oh,
All right.
you've actually already helped me in that department.
Oh.
So I do thank you.
Shit.
Dun dun dun.
He's
Caitlin named one of my
he's
favorite
gonna pick
movies.
Air Bud, isn't he? Shit.
You got it. No,
We're all fucked.
He's gonna pick Air Buddies.
everybody.
Air Buddy.
Golden Receiver.
So we gotta get an Air Bud category. There's like 100 sequels.
Yeah, there are. There's like 37 of those.
Hey, Roy,
Or he's gonna pick the Dunstan movie. All right, Sam.
All right, so I know Caitlin's gonna kill me because I would pick Little Giants if I didn't have this in my pocket. I'm picking The Replacements.
Oh, that was another one I had. Sam.
That's one of my wife's favorites.
I love that movie. Shane Falco is the sexiest quarterback of all time.
Gandhiska.
Well, and it's funny because the guy he replaces, that guy looks like he's 60.
Yeah, Eddie Martell. Yeah.
That guy always looks like an old man.
He's looked that old
every
for like
every
50 years.
movie. He was on The West Wing. He ran for vice president. He was like a total scumbag, but
it seems to be his role in every movie.
Yeah,
he
always plays an asshole. Yeah, but he's really good at it.
He's got a good asshole face.
Yeah, that's a funny movie. The dialogue and that's really good. The make 7 up yours guy is fucking hilarious.
Risa Fons is fantastic.
Like, yo, coach, I'm scared of spiders, man.
Orlando Jones.
Was that Gene Hackman's last movie or one of his last movies?
It might have been one. It was close. I think one of his last.
It was 01, I think, is when it came out.
Mooseport, I think, was his last one.
Yeah,
that's a good movie too.
That's funny.
And The Replacements. What's his name? John Favreau.
John Favreau's the tight end or the linebacker.
Cop. He's a cop. Yeah, they get the guy out of prison to play safety.
Yep.
Yeah, but when he goes and fucking breaks into the drug lab and stumps the guy's face in the ass, it's like, oh yeah.
the two offensive linemen that are just total like gangsters, and they shoot up the quarterback.
So I have a question. Shankster brings up a good point. So Keanu Reeves does play high school college quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Johnny Utah
from
Ohio.
Ohio State. That's funny. I never noticed that. Was he an Ohio State quarterback in The Replacements?
Yeah, he was Ohio State footstep Falco. Ohio State.
Wow, that's funny. Oh, and he knows kung fu. Isn't he like the nicest guy ever?
Keanu, yeah.
Brandy's brother worked on the lake house. He was in the art department in the lake house, and they had to do like dailies, like take pictures of him every day. And he walked in, and it was like 10 degrees out, and he had like his hair was all fucked up, and he had like snot coming like just from walking outside. And my brother was here. I got a picture of Keanu Reeves today. It's like a picture of him with like snot all over his fucking face. Oh, funny as hell. But,
he's awesome.
But all right, Tony, what do we got for your miscellaneous?
All right. I saw somebody just bring it up in the comments, but it's one of my favorite movies. It's a classic. It's a Coen Brothers movie. It is The Big Lebowski.
It does have a lot of bowling in there.
Does have a lot of bowling.
All right.
Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
I really was thinking of like Uncut Gems. That's another good one. Would have been a good miscellaneous one. But since we're all keeping on the fun and the light side, I decided, The Big Lebowski.
Yeah, that's acceptable. That's a bowling. I like how we picked 2 bowling movies. It's pretty funny.
I'm hoping to catch someone out there who likes The Big Lebowski. That's what I try. Classic, man. A lot of good stuff. The bowling scenes are ridiculous. The Jesus, his whole scene, which is only about 3 to 5 minutes long in the bowling alley, is worth the price of admission. Just really ridiculous all around. The whole movie, when they're robbing, when they're going to meet he's got all the stuff in the bowling bag. It's like the whole movie's just bowling connected.
Cool running.
Jackie, that's perfect. Jackie, I asked if you wanted to be on this one. You should have been on this one just for that pick right there.
That would have been our first pick. Should come out hot.
All right. Yeah, no, that's very outside the box, Tony, and I like it.
Let's try it.
Okay. I still need my baseball one as the last pick. Now Tina mentioned Sandlot, and I love the Sandlot. It's not my favorite baseball movie. I'm also not gonna pick my favorite baseball movie either. So I'm gonna go a little off the path as well. And I am taking the Robert De Niro, Wesley Snipes film, The Fan.
Get the hell out of here.
Oh my lord!
I've never even heard of that movie.
Really?
Yeah.
So Wesley Snipes basically plays Barry Bonds. That's pretty much what he is. And Robert De Niro.
Imagine Benicio del Toro playing on the San Francisco Giants.
Benicio del Toro is basically playing Maglio Ordonez in that movie.
Juan Primo, baby.
Juan Primo.
Awesome.
And Robert De Niro is a complete lunatic, and he's obsessed with Wesley Snipes, and it gets pretty.
Rayburn,
fucked up.
right? Rayburn is his name.
Yeah.
Bobby Rayburn.
Bobby
He's
Rayburn.
a knife
Hey,
salesman.
Bobby! Stones, like there's like so many Stones songs.
Sounds wild.
Oh, it is. It's out of control.
I love that movie. I actually had initially forgot about it, and I sent the list to my buddy Kevin last night, and he's like, "What? No Fan?" And I was like, "Holy shit! I forgot The Fan." So
Yeah, it's a good one.
So wait, Brian, what was your favorite baseball movie that you weren't gonna
Field of
pick?
Dreams.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Field of Dreams. And then I'm a sucker for Cobb. It's so over the top. I
Oh,
love
Hey,
Tommy Lee
Cobb.
Jones.
I love Tommy Lee Jones in that movie.
Yeah,
Tommy Lee Jones never looks happy.
I had 42 on my list. I had the original Bad News Bears on my list. A movie that people call the worst sports movie of all time on my baseball list, The Scout with Albert Brooks.
Albert Brooks.
Fucking
Steve
love
Nebraska,
that movie.
baby.
You've come to see Steve Nebraska. Who? I don't know.
Do you know the way to San Jose?
Brendan Fraser basically plays Shohei Ohtani.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've already started the dump list then. Any baseball ones you guys want to know?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Sam.
I got The Rookie with Dennis Quaid.
Let's go on.
The Sandlot.
Yep.
Bench Warmers.
Yeah.
Great funny film. Hardball.
I had that one.
Rookie of the Year with Henry Rowan Gardner, man.
Oh God, I know the movie has the Cubs in it, and I used to be a Cubs fan. I just can't stand that movie. It annoys me.
Chet Stedman?
Yeah, Chet is the best part of that movie.
I like how the manager could never say his name. He's like, Heaven Rocker! Hop and Puffer!
Bowling for Columbine.
Bowling for Columbine?
Why does he keep pushing this?
Rocky
out?
just suggested that Bowling for Columbine?
She's like, fine, I'm picking Bowling for Columbine.
Any more baseballs?
Yeah, I had Bad News Bears is the other one I had,
Yeah.
but that was all I had.
Which
left.
one? The
one, Billy Bob Thornton one.
okay. My favorite part of that movie is when they're at the like the pizza parlor after the game, and the kids are all singing cocaine.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I was at a party and my wife just brought that up this week.
Little Big League's a good one, Jackie.
Yeah.
I that's one of those movies that I it's terrible, but I like it. Speaking of which, I think Shankster and I are planning an episode of movies that are horrible that we love. Fever Pitch, another one. I'm not a huge fan of that movie, but it definitely deserved recognition.
Major League was one we missed. I know. It's another
Mr.
good movie.
3000. Well, it's funny. Major League, it's number 2 on my list, so I didn't pick my 1 or 2 just because I wanted to talk about The Fan. Hey,
Yumper, you ever see this movie from 1973? Robert De Niro plays a catcher. It's called Bang the Drum Slowly.
yeah, I've
Yes.
seen that.
That's
Yeah.
a pretty good. That's a pretty
It
good
is.
under the
Very
radar
good.
little baseball movie right there.
Pride of the Yankees is one I remember a lot too.
It's a good one.
What about 61?
One is a great movie. That's a
Billy
HBO movie.
Crystal. Billy Crystal directed it, and his daughter played Roger Ramirez's wife.
Mhm.
Nice.
A great
Very
movie.
They had to, so they wanted Anthony Michael Hall to play Whitey Ford so bad, but he was a right-hander that they made his jersey backwards, and they filmed him pitching, and then they flipped the film for whenever Anthony Michael Hall was playing Whitey Ford. It's either lefty, righty, lefty. I can't remember, but
64 is a good movie too. Was it 63, 64? The one with the it was on HBO with Barry Pepper and
that was the one at 61. Yeah,
61. Yeah,
yeah. Billy Crystal directed it.
yeah. Crystal. That's,
Yeah, 42 was a good movie.
Yeah,
Another
that
one
was
we
the one.
missed for
That was on my
baseball. I liked. I know like people give shit, but I actually like for love the game with
That's
Kevin
a good one.
Costner.
Yeah, that was acceptable movie. Yeah, it's not like at the top, but a good movie.
It's got a good plot. I like that one.
Yeah.
Is
Summer
there any
Catch.
other baseball movies you wanted to bring up, Brian?
No, I'm good, man. Why don't
no,
we?
not-
You want to switch over to football?
Sounds good.
All right, football. I had Wildcats on my list.
Yeah, so that
I had to mention that just for Beefloaf's sake because I know he loves that movie. The Program.
I had that on my list.
Yes, that was actually one I really wanted to go with.
That was another one that like sensationalized, like over the top almost. Like,
see, I'm like 12 years old watching this movie. Like, is this the way it really is? Like,
Sean, yes. If I mean, I'll be honest with you. If Big Lebowski is considered a bowling movie, then Naked Gun is a baseball movie for sure. I would agree with that. That would have been a good pick. I would have been totally fine with that. Waterboy.
Waterboy.
I didn't think about Waterboy. Damn.
Bobby Boucher.
You know what I liked, and I fucking hate Mark Wahlberg, but Invincible was good.
Invincible was good. I had Jerry Maguire. I had
you could just say Jerry Maguire is a sports movie, period. You could have picked that for miscellaneous too.
Yeah, The Blind Side.
Yeah,
Last Boy. I had Last Boy Scout on there.
Yep.
It's a great movie. And then just because Swole picked this movie, I had Johnny Be Good, which is a fucking horrible.
But that's another one that like I said, terrible movie that you love. You know,
that's the one with Anthony Michael Hall, right?
Yeah.
Real quick here before we move on, I'll never forget. I was like 11 or 12, and my dad rented that movie and brought it to like a family. He's like, "We're watching Johnny Be Good," and like he forced the whole bunch of people to watch Johnny Be Good. But it's classic.
That's fantastic.
Anthony Michael Hall.
Okay. Any more football?
Yeah, I had Friday Night Lights.
Yep.
Great movie.
Little Giants.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was gonna, as a joke, if I picked it early, I was gonna do Draft Day just to appease Larry.
Right. Appease Larry.
Do you want to have a conversation about Draft Day?
No.
You don't like
I'm going to say it. So Draft Day, and I mentioned this in our group thread. Draft Day is a movie about a guy who fixed all of his problems in life, and it revolves around the draft, and it's so fucking stupid.
Vontae Mack, baby.
No matter what.
No matter what. Just bad. Like he has problems with his girlfriend. He's got a problem with his mom because his dad died. He's got, like he fucked up the draft picks by trading the wrong ones. Like everything's fine at the end because he's happy with his life and everybody's happy. It's like, give me a fucking break.
It's a great movie.
It could have been great.
I like it. I forgot two more. I had Necessary
You would
Roughness.
like it.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Necessary Roughness is one I watched a lot as a kid, even though.
Is that the one with Scott Bakula?
Yeah, Scott Bakula.
Yeah, that's a good one. With what's her name is the kicker?
Kathy Ireland. No?
Kathy Ireland. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sinbad's in it.
Sinbad is in it. Oh man.
And then the other one I had was The Longest Yard.
Oh yeah, that was
Which one?
Another one Caitlin wanted me to pick.
I actually like both of them. Although I've seen.
I like the original.
The Sandler one's good.
Mm-hmm.
Sam, have you ever seen The Comebacks?
No.
Ridiculous. Another spoof movie with Todd Packard from Anchorman. He's pretty much
yeah.
spoof.
Whammy!
He's like a head coach. It's really ridiculous.
I like how you call him Todd Packer because this is a character in The Office.
Oh, yeah,
like
there we go,
Anchorman.
Hey, he's relating to me. He's relating.
Oh yeah, that's why. Yeah, there you go. But,
all right. Basketball.
Yeah, I got a few. I had Like Mike with Lil
Okay.
Bow Wow.
Okay.
Love that
Dude, I saw
movie.
that in theaters, dude, with my high school girlfriend. She wanted to see that movie. It was
Hell
so bad.
Oh, what do you mean?
It's real bad.
It's
real
so
bad.
good.
It's so bad.
The Way Back with Ben Affleck. That was a good movie.
oh yeah, that movie is really a good movie.
Yeah.
I like that one a lot.
At Glory Road.
Glory Hole? What?
Yeah, Glory Hole. Love and Basketball.
Great
and
movie.
then, Semi-Pro.
Oh, Semi-Pro. Great movie
Ooh,
too.
I didn't even think about Semi-Pro.
I had
Yeah.
Semi-Pro on my list.
I had He Got Game.
Mm-hmm.
Above the Rim.
Well, the room I had that on my list as well.
I like Coach Carter.
Coach Carter was on my list as well.
Yeah,
Finding
it's a classic.
Forrester, I had on my list.
Yeah.
Basketball Diaries, even though there's like no basketball in it really, except for like the one scene where they're all fucked up on whatever. They're all on like heroin playing basketball.
Yeah. Oh God.
That's a great fucking movie, though.
It totally is. It's like really fucked up though.
Above the Rim does sound like a porn, Roxy.
I
Thank
like
you.
that.
Definitely does. I had a movie me and my brother used to watch a lot called Celtic Pride with Daniel
Yeah.
Stern and
Where they kidnap
yes.
Damon Wayans, right?
Yeah,
That's a
Daniel
good one.
Stern and Dan Aykroyd. That movie's great.
And then Hoosiers, obviously. Yeah, I know, Yump. I agree. I kind of agree. It's like one of those movies I can't not watch when it's on, but I'm not. I like it.
I've seen it. I know why it gets a lot of. But it's
Dennis
just,
Hopper's really good in it.
that's he saves the movie to me because I
Yeah.
think the story is kind of played out.
Yep.
We back to football. What do you think of Rudy?
Oh, so when Brian said that he was gonna like have a category of movies, sports movies that we hate that everybody loves, Rudy is that movie for me. I
Rudy's
cannot
on there,
fucking
yeah.
stand Rudy.
I'm not a big fan either.
Because like for one, the guy is a fucking complete piece of shit in
And
real life.
even Joe Montana said the guy was a fucking scumbag.
Yeah, my college roommate when I went to U of I, his name's Tyler too, which is funny. His uncle was roommates with Rudy and said Rudy was a complete piece of shit at Notre Dame.
I heard that whole game was fabulous. Like no one really was cheering at the game.
And Sean asked in that movie so fucking annoying, like, "I want to go to Notre Dame." Well, you should have fucking studied in class, asshole. And
Joliet Catholic motherfucker.
Yeah, they actually filmed that at Rita, the scene when he's in his last practice.
That's funny.
I hate that fucking movie.
Yeah, but that's like one of my mom's favorite movies. I'm not a fan. I've never. You don't cry when he reads the letter? No.
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 Charles Dutton was the best part because he talked shit to him the whole time.
What the janitor guy?
Yeah.
He's like,
what are you crying for?
clapping like a lunatic when he finally gets on the field.
No,
Sam's crying right now because he loves Rudy.
I've seen it once in my life.
Yes, Baloney. I totally agree with you there. For those who have not watched Stranger Things, he's in there as well, and his character dies. I'm sorry, it's a spoiler alert.
Hey,
he dies, and I was not sad.
You be nice to Bob Newby, you jerk.
He goes to
Bob
all
Newby.
those.
He's the nicest man alive.
Sean Astin goes to all the cons, and he's like, he goes out of his way for like every single person.
I'm sure he's a nice guy. I just can't stand him on the film.
Yeah.
Goonies, he's horrible too. He's the worst character in Goonies.
He is really bad in Goonies. I agree. Oh, thank you, Jackie. That's very nice. Jackie said that this is one of her favorite draft episodes.
Thank you, Drafty.
Oh, thank you. Are we saving for more? Do you have one that you're hating for the end? Are we saving, or are we listing all the movies right now?
We can just list them all. Yeah. We got
all. Okay, we'll wait till the end. I'll wait till one.
Basketball. Any ones that?
I think we went through that one already.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Oh, but yeah, we just finished it up.
I think golf.
Hockey or golf. Anything?
No, all my hockey picks were Goon, D2, and Miracle.
Yeah.
On my list.
I had Legend of Bagger Vance because despite Will Smith's involvement, I thought that was a very good movie.
Definitely.
And then hockey. You guys ever seen Youngblood?
Yes, I had. Actually, you know what, Brian? Besides Goon, I had to, and I'm like, so I went with Goon because I don't know how many people have seen Youngblood. Youngblood's old as shit.
Oh my god, it's horrible and awesome at the same time. So it's about a kid. It's about like a 17-year-old kid that goes to Canada to play for some club team because he wants to become a pro. And in Canada, they teach him like you can't be such a fucking wimp. You got to fight. So like he trains and trains. It's Rob Lowe and Patrick Swayze. So Patrick Swayze's like the guy that's trying to teach him how to fight. And oh my god, it's so bad. And the love interest is the same love interest from Short Circuit 2.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's out there. I had Mystery Alaska as my other movie.
Yes, that's a great movie. That was number 2 on my hockey list.
Mm-hmm.
The dialogue in that movie is phenomenal.
I think it's funny they play the fucking New York Rangers. That's part that makes me laugh the most.
It really happened. They did play.
Yeah, I know. I just think it's funny. But
my favorite part in that whole movie is when the TV announcer interviews the sheriff's kid, and the kid looks at the camera and he goes, "I have a toy pony. He takes big shits."
Totally. I like Turtles moment there.
Yeah, that's basically what. Yeah. Well, yeah, fantastic. That's one of my favorite sports movies. Actually, that was. If I didn't pick Slapshot, I would have picked Mystery Alaska. because I'm not a big Mighty Ducks guy.
Well,
Well,
All
good
right.
one, Brian.
It
I had
can
it.
be.
I had a shitload on my miscellaneous list that didn't get picked. What do you guys
So
got?
did
Anything?
I got a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me
so do
too.
I. Go ahead, Brian. You go first.
Ford v Ferrari. That was really good.
that's a good movie.
The Wrestler.
The wrestler.
That was one I was thinking about. too.
Blades of Glory. Jackie mentioned it earlier. Blades of Glory is on my list. Talladega Nights.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Raging Bull.
Mm-hmm.
Rocky. Any Rocky movie. And then what was really in my when I saw you guys started going silly with the miscellaneous, I kind of just dove into. I love Breaking Away is one of my favorite movies ever.
That's a good one.
If you haven't seen Breaking Away, it's not a famous film, but it's a fucking great film. So about a bike race in Indiana called the Little 500.
Really good movie.
What else do you guys have?
Go ahead, Sam. You can go. You had a list too, right?
Yeah. So I had Brink, which is the
Yeah, so I
roller
had Brink.
skating movie. Great. I
Great
had
movie.
Talladega Nights as well. The Fighter, Mark Wahlberg.
Yep.
Warrior, Joel Edgerton, Tom Hardy. Blades
I've
of
never
Glory.
seen that. I've never seen Warrior. I've always
It's decent.
Really, yeah, I like it.
the older I get, the more I dislike MMA. So
Yeah, same.
it's so harsh. It's so mean.
I don't know. I just think it's played out now. But
Yeah.
yeah, I had Blades of Glory on there, kicking and screaming because we got rid of soccer. Ladybugs.
Ladybugs.
Yes. Somebody mentioned Ladybugs. Let's talk about Ladybugs.
That's the movie I was telling.
80-year-old
Maloney's-
Rodney Dangerfield dressing up little boys like little girls to play on a girls' soccer team, and just ridiculous. Like the whole thing is ridiculous. How can you not tell that was a boy on that team? I'm just saying. And yeah, Rodney Dangerfield he sticks out. He's literally like 80 years old. And he's dating like the mom from Mr. Belvedere.
And Jackie Harris is in there.
Jackie is in it.
Harris,
Yeah, she's the assistant coach.
Yeah, the movie's great. I like that movie. Jonathan Brandis, who's like another guy who lost too soon,
Yeah.
is in that movie. He's in
Yeah.
another great movie called Sidekicks.
No, I was just waiting for you.
Ooh, with Chuck Norris, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Joe
I had that-
Piscopo.
Oh, Joe Piscopo.
I had that on my my miscellaneous list, Tony, because I know you like that movie too.
Oh yeah.
Are you done, Sam?
I got a few more. Bend
ahead.
it like Beckham.
I have that one too.
Go on.
The Big Green. She's the Man, and then The Ringer with Johnny Knoxville.
Oh, nice.
Brian Cox is in that movie, and that makes me laugh so hard.
When the F did you get ice cream?
You have the best sound clips of all time.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
What the
I
fuck
get
is
it all the
ice
time.
cream?
I know. Yeah.
All right, Tony, did you have any?
I liked a one that I would have went in miscellaneous if we are going in different directions. I really like The Color of Money with Scorsese. As far as boxing movies goes, Raging Bull, Southpaw with what's his name, who's also going to be in the new Roadhouse.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal. Pretty good movie there.
Roadhouse.
Since he talks about a baseball the whole time, would something about Mary count?
Well,
Yeah.
and Brett
Is it
Favre's in
that
it too.
baseball? I mean, he is talking about a bit. I'm just kidding. No, I mean,
I don't, guys. Does Jumanji count?
hey, board games. I mean, it depends on how.
Or if we're
far
talking about the new one,
stretching.
video games.
Video games too.
Video
so-
games
and
are
that's-
sports now.
If we're talking video games, we should talk about the Wizard. That should
Wizard,
be,
right there. But that's all. We
Nobody-
did a
wait.
lot of them.
I just realized nobody picked Kazam.
So I have two lists that were provided, and we're going to do that, and then we'll just talk about sports movies that we
Wait, can I
freaking
do my
hate.
miscellaneous really quick?
Oh, I'm sorry, Yump. I thought you did. Okay.
Let Yump Dump.
Sorry.
Yes, sir.
I got a bunch of them, so I'll go round them off here. The Boxer with Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yep.
Gladiator, we talked about that. Price of Glory with Jimmy Smits and John Cena, which is a really good movie. Foxcatcher. Hoop Dreams. Over the Top.
Mm.
Over the Top is a good one, Yump. I didn't even think about that.
Creed.
Wait, hang on. I gotta.
Sorry.
Like a switch.
It's like a switch. Turn on. It's just a quick switch. Creed. Days of Thunder.
Good one.
Bleed for This, and my last one was Hot Rod.
Oh yes, that would have been great.
Hot Rod's a good
I
one.
should have picked that one.
That's a good
I
one.
love Hot Rod. I'm gonna
Hot
watch
Rod's
Hot Rod.
hilarious.
Good pick
yes.
there.
Okay. So yeah, we had two lists that were provided. First, we have Caitlin, Sam's significant other, better half.
Nice.
Better for sure.
Nice to see Rick and abandoned.
Okay. That's, everybody's solid.
What's Grind? I
Grind.
don't even know what that is.
Grind is a skateboarding movie.
Yes.
It's so.
There's
freaking
only one
funny.
skateboarding movie. It's Gleaming.
Cleaning the cube.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or they changed the name. You remember that, Tony?
Yes.
It was like My Brother's Honor or
Yes,
some bullshit
yes.
like that.
That is
There's
it.
a lot of Lords of Dogtown. That's one of Jen's favorite movies.
That's a good movie too.
That's what I thought Grind was when I first saw it with Caitlin. I
Lords
was
of
like,
Dogtown
oh, this
is really good.
Not at all what I thought it was.
All right,
Bobcat
and then-
Goldthwait makes an appearance. It's a great
Bobcat.
Wow. Shakes the Clown.
And then our guy Baloney. He was the one that picked Happy Gilmore for two sports.
movie.
Green Street Hooligans.
Green Street Hooligans.
Excellent
That's a
pick.
great movie.
Great movie.
Nice.
I have never seen that
That's a
Elijah
good movie.
Wood.
Really good movie.
because
Charlie
soccer's not a
Hunnam.
real
Right,
sport. It's
maybe.
just a tool for communists.
You're right. Soccer isn't a real sport. Football is.
Football is.
I think that's the movie that Swole tries to get me to watch. It's very hard to find. Green Street.
Yeah,
Hooligans.
it is hard to find.
Good movie though.
It's a very good.
Steve, no, it's Gleaming the Cube. Tony Hawk's in it for
Yo,
Christ's sake.
Brinks
drives a
roller
Pizza
skating
Hut
movie,
truck.
not a skateboard.
Well, Tony
movie.
Hawk's in fucking Police Academy
Get
4.
it, Caitlin.
But
Well, and the best rollerblading movie is Airborne. Come on,
no, it's Brink. By far Brink, bro.
bro.
Rollerball.
Come on,
Rollerball.
Jack Black was in it. Come on.
Jack Black, he was in that movie. That movie's so bad. I think it was on our. Can I do it in defense of Little? Yes, you can,
Yes.
Jackie. For sure.
I'm
It's
going to
the-
answer for him. Yes, you can.
Yes. Little Big League. No, Brink is such a great movie, man. It's got
Yeah,
fucking
Brink's
Tackleberry as a dad,
Tackleberry.
and it's got what the hell's his name? Tony, the bad guy.
Steve.
You know, or Sam, you know his name. The bad guy. Who's the bad guy's name?
Oh God, what is his name?
It's
Like, it's like one word.
Yeah, Val. No, it's not Val. But I think his name is Val.
No.
He does the best part of the movie is when they're about to do like the last race and he just looks at him all fucking weird. Yeah, he's Spike from Little Giants.
Yeah.
Val Horton. Val Horton's his name.
Yeah.
How the hell do you know that?
I own Brink. I bought Brink on like a bootleg DVD from Disney. I got somewhere down
Disney
here.
Channel original, man.
I gotta see that. I've never
See,
seen that.
Jackie, that's the problem I had with Little Big League because he was like little ass Danny Kincannon is a power hitting first baseman. Come on.
He's the man.
No, Little Big League's a real fun movie. That's one of those that I'll always watch when it's on. But it's a bad movie that you love. You know.
I'm surprised nobody picked it. Angels in the Outfield.
It's a good one too.
Meh.
It can happen.
I don't pick orphans.
Wow.
And now's the cancel point of the show.
I'm already.
I
there.
didn't.
I'm kidding. I didn't.
I did.
Okay, so I did that. Your hair was in the toilet water. Disgusting.
Oh, dude, that's like one of my favorite lines. I had that actually for the Sopranos draft. For some reason, it got corrupted the sound, so I had to switch it out with something before we started. But yeah, it's one of my favorite fucking lines. Disgusting. It's actually in my when I did 31 Days of Horror. It's on the fucking James Gunn movie. I can't think of it on top of my head. You know what I'm talking about, Tony.
Yeah.
Fuck, I can't think. I'll think about it. Or you do next thing.
Okay, so the last thing I wanted to do tonight was everybody can go around and we'll talk about what is the worst sports movie Why don't we go backwards? Yumper, you want to start?
Well, I gave mine away earlier.
Rudy.
I cannot stand Rudy. Like Rudy's, and you know what? I give you shit about it, but I'm not a big fan of The Natural either.
Just gave mine away.
But I know you're gonna give it away because but yeah, Rudy is probably my least favorite.
No, if you want to pick The Natural, I have another baseball movie I'd love to talk about as well. So feel free to pick The Natural as well.
Well, the reason I don't like The Natural is I read the book. I think the book's better than the movie, which 9 out of 10 usually happens. But the fact that you have Robert Redford play a fucking 20-year-old when he's like 60,
he's a fucking robot too.
Yeah,
like the whole like there's no personality at all. Like there's no heart in that movie.
The best part of the movie is diabetes.
Wilford Brimley drinking the brown water. Yeah. No, so my biggest issue with The Natural is it's not a terrible movie, not an absolutely dreadful, horrible movie, but you look at all the actors that are in it, you expect so much more out of it, and it's just not there. Darren McGavin's great in it.
I disagree with everything you guys are saying. I can't even hold it back anymore.
Oh, we got the whammer. We got the whammer coming on right now.
No. I mean, the movie is brilliantly cast. You're talking about Robert Redford, one of the greatest actors on the thing.
And he has no soul.
Brilliantly cast. He's a great actor. No, but
he's a wonderful actor. That's the problem.
18-year-old.
I mean, obviously, if you're one of those people who are going, man, the Sox are still in it with 5.5, man, a rise in the story, man. The whole movie is about the rise and the fall of a baseball player.
But he's supposed to strike out at the end.
He's what in the book?
He strikes out at the end.
Is that what people do at the movies? They take the book out.
They do
go, at the end of the book.
Even in fucking Moneyball.
See, I was 10 years old. I was
Mexico where they lost, dude.
I was 10 years old when I saw that movie. At 10 years old, I'm not thinking about the book. So when you're watching your dad turn the television up all the way and he smashes that light at the end and they win the game, man, the movie's about heart. It's not about like
it doesn't, but it lacks the heart. Like they turn Robert Redford is just a stoic, just. Watch your mouth.
That's not what
Watch your mouth.
I reached out to 5 people for this, and I've gotten all these different things. Okay, about why
did I say it was great?
Why this is a good move, a baseball movie. I mean, people don't like it. You don't like it, but it's like some people like Rudy. I hate Rudy, but people like Rudy.
I'm not saying that they're wrong. You like what you like. I'm just saying I don't think it's a great baseball movie.
And the potential of what it could have been is the big problem
when we're talking about movies. I mean, if comparing it to the book doesn't give the movie. It's like comparing comic books to the comic book.
No, I mean, that's why I said I prefaced it with most of the time books are better than movies. But in my opinion, I've seen The Natural a million times. I just can't. The fact I think Robert Redford's wasted in the movie personally. I understand the whole story.
Barbara Hershey, they're all wasted. They're all awesome, talented
Michael
people.
Madsen's in the movie as Bump, which
they're not wasted. You're saying they're wasted though, but like there is a bunch of people. If you reach out to Mr. Hand, I'm pretty sure that's one of his favorite baseball movies.
He loves it. It's his favorite movie. But
that's what I'm saying. So it depends on how.
And I've actually had a conversation with Pete about it, and he at least will listen and kind of not agree with me, but he understands it.
Because when you're looking at the list of the movies here at the top here, okay, The Fan, that doesn't even count against it. For about 20 years, I said Moneyball was way better. I mean, The Natural is way better than Moneyball. A League of Their Own, it's funny, but it doesn't. At the end of that movie, as a kid, and you're watching that movie as 11, and you're seeing that they win at the end. I don't know. That was me as a viewer, but I agree. I mean. I could see that when you say Robert Redford doesn't look like a player who would hit those. I mean,
okay, so take out. You're saying as a kid. Now, as an adult, is Moneyball better than The Natural? As an adult, as you're watching the movie, Moneyball is better than Natural.
I think that they're two completely different movies.
You can't do that. No. You can't. You said I'm saying as an adult.
As an adult, I still think that The Natural is the best baseball movie that's ever been made.
I disagree.
Wow.
But
Yeah, man,
but
I love you, Tony. I don't agree.
well, hey, and that's
Love you,
and that's
man.
why. Hey, and you probably a couple years ago was saying that this Sox team was going to be the team that was going to take us to the World Series because the numbers.
Oh, sweetie, oh,
crunching-
honey, no, I didn't.
Well, not you, but other people.
Yeah, I know, I know.
The Moneyball side of people did. A lot of people. You know, I go a lot with the game and the heart side of it, and I think The Natural shows a lot of the heart in the game. But I also realize that there's a lot in that movie that doesn't have to do with baseball too. Like some of these movies on this list. I mean, his love affair with Glenn Close doesn't have anything to do with the movie.
She was also very, very poorly used in that movie.
She was. I agree. She was.
Steve asked the question, why didn't you mention? Because he knew I wanted to go Scorched Earth on The Natural, so he didn't pick it.
Then why did
Because
you track?
Because he knew I was going to bitch and moan about it.
Because I just said they were both my favorite movies.
I know.
I didn't know we had. When you're drafting these things, you're picking a list that people will pick too because that's what I thought. I'm not.
Oh, dude, I'm not gonna win.
Not a
this
homer
list.
lit. It's just not. I just not a homer that I'm picking. Like
They write though. Yeah. Listen to what Baloney said. Call me pal. Listen up, pal.
Tony, I love getting you fired up. I just don't like it.
Yeah, that was nice,
Hey.
Tony.
Hey, I
Tony,
mean,
I love
honestly,
it.
I waited this whole show for this conversation. So I played the I've been waiting, just picking my picks, and no, I'm just kidding.
So
But-
back to
but you didn't-
Airbud.
Listen, honestly, I'll be honest with you. I've watched both of you guys tear The Natural up at least a million times, and I never say a word.
Actually, I haven't.
Oh,
I haven't tear it up.
you know, and if it's not that, it's like a movie like The Crow, and you love The Crow, but I'll tear The Crow apart with Brian way more than we'll tear The Natural apart. Because
Brian,
The Crow,
which is
talk
better, the
about
natural crow
follow.
or natural?
The Crow is
know.
better than The Natural.
Okay, yes.
It really isn't, though.
It's a victory.
It's
Short
dimly
circuit.
shot-
We
it's
talked
dimly
about Short
shot.
Circuit. We talked about Short Circuit 2 for a few minutes ago. I think Short Circuit 2 is better than the fucking Natural.
Sam, what do you think about the natural?
I've never seen it,
Oh, shit.
so I have no care. I've just
Not a
been
big-
sitting
not a big
watching
New-
that thing.
Not a big New York Knights fan, then, huh? Do
Never
you
seen
like people that are afraid of light?
Yes, that's why I like bench warmers.
Howie.
Yeah.
So I gave so we spent like 20 minutes on my pick. So go ahead, Brian, go with yours.
Do you guys want to go before me?
I don't
I've said
have
everything.
one,
I-
really. Can it be
Okay.
one I haven't seen?
I got
Yes.
another.
It's the American Underdog, that new one that they made about Kurt Warner. Looked absolutely awful.
Oh god. The low budget of that movie was like, what am I watching?
I was like, I saw the trailer. I'm like, why did I watch this trailer? I don't care about
Swole
this
saw
at
that
all.
movie.
Oh
did it for-
no!
Sees
we're-
every movie,
We
man.
did it for
Come on.
what we were watching this week, and he said it was not great.
Yeah,
I remember one of my buddies who was a kid was telling me, he's like, oh, I gotta go to the movies. I'm like, oh, cool. What are you guys gonna go see? He goes, the kid wants to see the fucking Kurt Warner movie. Yeah,
Oh,
I
no.
didn't bother watching that piece of shit, but yeah.
I saw it, was inspired to never watch it again. Definitely.
that ruined movies for me.
I always just wanted to have the natural conversation just once, and this was it. From now on, I remove myself from all.
No. Now Saturday we're gonna have it with whiskey and us. Steve,
Oh,
if
boy.
you're coming, we gotta have you there too.
Tony,
Did you have a movie like I hate sports movie?
It's Rudy
Rudy,
also, or something like Hoosiers. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anything to do with Indiana?
Well, it's
Wow.
just they're very to me. They're very like Hoosiers is very bland.
Which
to
is
me
funny
for
because
some
what
reason.
state do you live in, Tony?
I live in Indiana. Yeah, I do. But then again, so Sam's probably everyone the pick that he loves the most. That's where a lot of it takes place in League of Their Own, Indiana.
Yep,
Rockford.
that's where this ball's from. Indiana.
So one movie I had like 1A, 1B. Any of you guys see Trouble with the Curve?
Yes.
What a pile of shit that movie was. It's like the anti
I could find
Moneyball.
good things to say, but I
Look,
think I said enough.
I
for
can hear.
tonight.
I can hear. He's a good hitter off the pitch of the bat. It's like, bro, And then like the whole story about like the maintenance guy at the field, like trying to rape his
He was the
daughter,
peanut
and like
guy.
Oh, that part. I don't
what the
remember that
fuck?
part.
Oh.
Like, why did you add that to the movie?
What
Like,
was
why?
that? I missed that part.
It's
And
the
then,
reason
like,
why he
the-
sent her away. That's the reason. he
Yeah,
sent
and
her
then the
away.
Hispanic dude like strikes him out at the end, and it's just it was painful.
peanut guy.
Was it the peanut? So
Yeah.
there's a part where he explains to like she's like, "Why are you so distant?" And he said, "When she was like 5 or 6 years old, like the peanut vendor tried to
No.
molest
The peanut
her."
vendor, the peanut vendor is the guy who pitches the
Oh,
ball.
okay.
The grounds crewman
okay.
is the guy you're right.
The grounds crew guy tries to molest his daughter, and he ends up beating him to death.
Oh my lord.
And it's like right in the middle of the movie, and you're just like, what the fuck? Like, where did that come from? Like, oh god, such a bad movie.
It's got John Goodman in it though.
Guilty pleasure
That was
sports
gonna
movie.
be
Summer
my.
Catch.
I watched
agree.
that the other day.
That was gonna be my. That's a
I watched that
good
the other day.
one. Ridiculous.
The
Sorry, I got mad.
I'm so mad. Yes,
I
Maloney.
didn't.
I didn't. I
Oh,
got
my
canceled like
God.
8 times tonight.
Dude, that natural comment just brought Tony out like.
I love you, Tony. I love all of you so much.
I guess I gotta read the book.
Oh man.
There's a lot
Okay.
of symbolism in the book.
Yeah, but when you're like, did you read the book of Any Given Sunday?
I don't want symbolism. I want
You
pictures.
did.
Is there an actual Any Given Sunday book?
It's a film book, yeah.
And would you say that it lived up to the movie?
You know, though, man.
Because like I'm able to cut at you really cool. Recently, I had a conversation on a podcast about Big Trouble in Little China, real quick,
Mhm.
and someone tore it apart and said it didn't make any sense. And the thing, and
supposed to
honestly,
make
when you step
sense.
back and you're not an 11-year-old or a 12-year-old kid watching that movie, you can do that. That's what The Natural is for me. It's not. There's movies that you watch when you're a kid and it just sticks with you because of something, definitely. But sorry, I got
So wait,
to it.
somebody was trying to find logic in Big Trouble in Little China.
Well, they just pretty much told. Yeah, we'll
There's
get
no
to that later. We'll get to that after the show.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and wrap things up. Sam, what are we doing tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Or I'm sorry, Thursday.
Tomorrow's Wednesday. I'm not doing anything. What are you doing?
Yeah, dude, okay.
Thursday nights.
We got to do an ass plug.
Oh yeah, it's right there on the wall
There you
and on my hat. It's ass, baby. Thursday night, 7 p.m. Central, we'll be having
Geely.
Asscast. A few people will be on there, and we'll have our first ever guest to Asscast, and that person is the Magnificent Stan, known as Brian himself. First guest ever on Asscast.
I always wanted
Nice.
to be an ass.
Nice.
So we'll have some fun topics that we'll go over on Thursday. Do your foreplay from the 108 podcast for everybody.
Right on.
Nice,
Yumper,
nice.
what do we got?
We just recorded an episode with a deep dive into M. Night Shyamalan movies. That should be on the Sadistic Penguin Studios YouTube and wherever you listen to your podcast. Also, we got a episode coming up with Stallone versus Schwarzenegger movies that we'll be releasing sometime next week.
Are you going to have me on to talk about Commando?
We can if you want to come on and fight for
happened to-
Commando.
What happened to Tully? I let him go.
You're getting
Such a-
old, John.
That's one of my favorite movies. And then Brian is going to be on another podcast. Yep. I'm also doing playback tonight for AEW Dynamite with
Tonight?
Maloney and CPG tomorrow. So
Brian
yeah.
can't keep track. He's just all
I'm gonna need a month off.
He texts me, he's like, I'm doing this on this and this, and then I might do this, and then I'm like, oh.
All right, Tony, what's going on with the hookup, man?
I got a new episode dropping tomorrow. It's going to be really, really awesome. Looking in depth on a bunch of different stuff. And this Friday also dropping in depth on an album. So it's going to be a good time.
Sweet. Nice. All right. Well, yeah. Like I said, tomorrow AEW Dynamite from playback. And then Thursday I'll be on the Ask Chat, the Ask Cast. Excuse me. So yeah, that's gonna be. Should be doing another Drafty Pod next week as well. Topic to be decided at this point. I'm also going to be bringing back pop-up socks in the next couple weeks, probably during the All-Star break. We're going to do a little mid-season madness with that. But yeah, that's it for now. I want to say thank you, Tony, Yumper, Sam. All repeat guests all can come back anytime you want. We just can't talk about the natural anymore. We're done with the natural.
There are ones that question where you are taking them.
Crash the plane. All right. So again, this has been episode 20 of It's Getting Drafty in Here. Thank you very much and have a good night.
I won. Yay.
No, you didn't.